Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.
7 Mile Radio.
What is going on, good people? What's going on? We are back once again with a special edition of Word on the Street. It's your boy Mark D. We are live on the air, and I have some family in the building with me once again. If you were tuned in, I believe it was this past Tuesday. We just had a conversation with this good brother Rick Ector, man, from Rick's Firearm Academy of Detroit, who is my personal firearm instructor. You know what I mean? It got me together on for as far as getting my licensing and my legal firearm insurance and all of this type of stuff, man. And we're gonna get into that a little bit later. But without further ado, I just want to introduce the good brother on the panel today via the house. We have Rick Ector from Rick Ector's Firearm Academy of Detroit in the building. How you doing today, good sir?
Hey man, I'm doing great, man. It's a great day to be in the city of Detroit.
Most definitely. Especially when we have guys out here giving free firearm training to the women out here in the community, man. So we have a event that's going on, a big event that you have done 11 times now. This is your 11th annual consecutive. Can't forget the consecutive, right? 11th consecutive annual.
Man, because a lot of things shut down. We didn't shut down, man. We just modified our processes, but we kept rolling. 11 straight.
Right through the pandemic, right? Didn't miss a beat.
Through it all, man. We took an abundance of precaution, all types of sanitizers and gloves and masks and whatever it took, man. Whatever it took. And we didn't have an outbreak, and we trained a lot of people, man. We kept rolling.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe was it the year before or the first year of the pandemic that I believe you had the largest turnout. What was the turnout in 2020?
Oh man, that was in excess of 1,900. It was like 1,938, I believe it was.
So now 1,900, over 1,900 women. We're talking about specifically women that participated in this event, right? And now this was in 2020. Now let's explain a little bit to the people who might have been hiding under a rock that didn't see you on all of the news stories and the national news coverage they've been giving you. What is it? What was the reason? Why is it that you put together this event specifically for women? Because you're training women, hundreds and hundreds of women each year. What is it? What was your motive behind that? What was your inspiration behind it?
Man, my motivation was that I was inspired 11 years ago after watching a broadcast on local news, man. It concerned a woman's body, and I say body because she was killed. Her body was discarded as if it was trash on the street after she'd been sexually molested and killed, man. And I thought that was a particularly heinous crime, and I was. Not only did I want the bad guy or bad guys or bad person to be caught and brought to justice, man, I thought that there has to be a solution to the problem. And as I thought about it, man, why not teach and train women how to shoot guns, man? Be her own first responder. If someone tries to abduct her or rape her or kill her, she can preemptively defend herself and be safe, man. And so that was my motivation. And the first time that we conducted this event, I had ambitious goals about training hundreds, if not thousands, of women the first time out. Because after all, it's free, right?
It's free, Rick.
But anytime, and you and I are old enough to know, man. By the time you hear something that sounds really good, I mean, like really good, there's a catch to it.
Most definitely.
Someone working some weird angle, trying to fool you or something.
Yep, trying to just bait you into something that you don't know, right?
Yeah, and you have no idea what the hidden cost is. Well, there is no hidden cost here. The only cost that a woman will have to spend is her time. And if you think that a fair use of your time is to come to a free training session and learn how to operate a firearm for free, and be outfitted with all the necessary gear. You think about shooting, you need to, be at a gun range, and you have range fees to just be in there and walk in the door and shoot.
Right.
Of course, if you're going to shoot, you're going to need a gun, you're going to need ammunition,
Eye
you're going to need
protection, ear
safety
protection.
glasses, you're going to
Yeah.
need hearing protection, you're even going to need a target, man. So,
Right.
oh, and the person who, if you actually have a person that's training you, you're going to have to pay that trainer, for their time. Well, look, I have removed all the
All of the
barriers.
costs. All of the
All
costs.
you have
All
to
of the
do is
costs.
sign up for the training, be there, be attentive, learn, participate, enjoy, and come away with some skills that very well could save your life one day.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's very well much needed. I mean, because we spoken on your inspiration for why you started this, and it was about a woman who had unfortunately come to her demise by way of violence, and we know of a lot of that type of news to hit our news, our airwaves nowadays. You know what I mean? So this is, I believe, this is the best way for us to be proactive. One of the best ways for us to be proactive in preventing our sisters and our daughters and every other woman that we love from being a victim of this
And
type of crime.
auntie, grandma,
All of
granddaughter,
them.
everybody, man, yeah, all of them.
Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. Now, in regards to the training, right? A lot of people are interested in getting their CPL licenses, right?
Okay.
What does this contribute to, if any, towards them actually getting their CPL license? Because some people have asked me, so is this the actual CPL class? Will I be able to go ahead and register to get my license after this, or what? That was one of the questions this couple of people have asked me
Yeah,
as
and I
I'm
can
running out the way.
definitely understand that. The full concealed pistol license training class is an 8-hour course, and this is not that. This is training to get you familiarized with the firearm, comfortable with the firearm, and to actually discharge it. Many people, though, they haven't had any experiences whatsoever when they do take a CPL to get their
Right,
concealed carry license. That by statute has to be 8 hours, and this isn't that. We're going
right,
to have you come in, learn about firearm safety, safe gun handling, and how to shoot at a target, something that everyone should know how to do. And here's the other part. The other part is once you have taken your 8-hour class at some other time and gotten your concealed pistol license, you should, as a manner of good practice, engage in shooting on a regular, ongoing basis at least once a month to verify that you are still accurate with your firearm. You're responsible for every bullet that leaves your gun. So here's the thing. What I'm saying is if there are women out there that are possessing a gun, own a gun, carrying a gun, and you haven't been to the gun range in the last 30 days, you're overdue. Shooting a firearm is a depreciable skill. And by that, I mean you need to practice on an ongoing basis to maintain your ability. For example, most people have had the experience of riding a bicycle, right?
right.
When was the last time you rode a bicycle, sir?
Oh man, it's been a while, Rick. Why you had to throw me under the bus like that? It's been a long time, Rick, since I did the bike, man.
Okay,
So
now here's the thing. Are you still confident that if someone gave you a good bicycle and good working safe order that you could climb on it, balance yourself, and pedal away if you had to?
I think I would be able to. I think I would be able
You
to.
think you would, or you
Yeah,
sure
I
you
think
could?
I'm sure I would. I'm quite sure I would actually. I'm quite sure I would.
Okay. Shooting a handgun accurately is not like that, man. You need to
Exactly.
practice every month to re-verify yourself and to make sure that you're still accurate and on target, man. You need to practice. And you know what? I get it. Inflation is everywhere and ammo prices are considerably higher than they used to be. But guess what? This free training, you
It's
don't have to buy the ammo, which
all
is
the more
probably
reason why
keeping
you
you
need to
from
take
practicing.
advantage. All the more reason why you need to take
And
advantage.
if you're hearing
And
this promo for this free training, if you have a CPL, you still need to come to this training and get your practice
get your
in.
practice because it's free. Because it's free.
It's free, man.
It's free. It's free. Now we spoke on not only last time that you were here on the air with me Tuesday, but other times that I spoke with you on the air about the legal firearm insurance that you are incorporating into your classes. Now, will they have an opportunity to, I guess, take advantage of that through through this course, or would you give them the information, or is that even necessary for this training
At
class?
the event, there'll be a few people out in the lobby at tables, and one of those people will be a representative from uh, the company that we have partnered with, and they will offer people an opportunity to purchase a firearms legal personal protection plan. And this is a plan that's relatively inexpensive. I haven't checked the prices lately, but it used to be as low as $10 a month to get yourself adequate legal protection should you find yourself in the aftermath of a violent confrontation in which you needed to defend yourself. You know, it's not like the movies, man, where you have the good guy or the good gal defend themselves at the end from the bad guy, and then the credits start rolling and the movie's over. If this event played itself out in real life, man, you could count on being arrested and held or detained for a period of time. And depending on what the officers and the prosecutors decide, they might actually try to charge you with the crime, man. And let me tell you, court costs and legal fees for a criminal defense case, especially if you needed to shoot someone, heaven forbid, someone actually died, are going to be astronomical. So, there will be a vendor there from Firearms Legal there. I'm not sure exactly who the rep will be, who will be in the house, but someone will be there. And they'll make sure that they introduce you to the product and answer all of your questions. And I can't imagine anyone who carries a firearm who wouldn't want to have this coverage. Most people that I know who carry firearms, and certainly all of the instructors I know, actually
Oh, I think I lost your connection there, Rick. You still there?
I'm still here, man. I
Oh,
hope you
okay.
can still hear
Oh,
me.
yeah,
Can you
yeah,
hear me?
yeah. I thought okay. So that brings me to the next question, man. So say I am not a CPL licensed carrier, and I don't have a gun. I'm coming to the free event to learn how to shoot. Not me, because I'm a man, of course, but a lady who may be watching is wondering this.
Man,
Uh,
look, if you showed up and talked to me in a high pitched voice and told me you was a woman, I'd let you shoot, man.
oh man, see, I'm coming to the free event, man. I might come as Tyler Perry. What I'm coming as Medea. I'm
It's
coming as
it's not
Medea.
my job. It's not my job to tell you what you are. You know what you are. If
Hey
you're a
man,
woman,
no.
show up.
I'm not even about to play with that one too long, man. So listen, like,
No,
so
no, no.
yeah,
You want to go down there? You want to go there? We'll go there.
so I don't got a gun, man. I don't have a CPL license, and I go. What would be the benefit of me for signing up for the legal firearm insurance if I opted in to do so? What would be the benefit of me in that for me?
Well, I mean, it covers a wide variety of circumstances, and I'm not an official company spokesman, and
Okay, right, of
have
course.
looked at all the latest details about it, man. But when I signed up, and when I talk to people who are continually looking at products such as this, man, firearms legal protection is always number one at the top of the list in terms of all the benefits and protections that it offers you. Not only does it cover you for firearms, if you happen to use some other thing to defend yourself, whether it's an automobile,
Right.
a fort, whatever. I mean, it will protect you. And I can't imagine, being out and about in so-called civil society and not have that level of protection. It's cool when I go out and I see folks, and I'm a gregarious, friendly guy when I'm out and about. I don't get too carried away with it, but some people might have seen me on your show, and they might, hey, it's Rick, it's that guy. Hey, how you
You want to
doing?
run up on you
And
and
then
talk to you.
yeah, or and then there's the other reaction you get. There's some people who are vehemently anti-gun, man, and never met me, never talked to me, but they despise me. But you
Yeah.
know what? That's cool despise me from over there. We don't have to talk. Just leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. But it's comforting for me to know that if something should happen negatively and violently, that I have an option to protect myself and not to be so worried and concerned about the legal process that I can't deal with the matter at hand, which is defending myself.
Most definitely, and that's what this class is about. Is really educating people on the use of firearms and the safety, the safe use really of firearms, right? In the event that you have to protect yourself or store it, keep it in the house or whatnot, man. Because we've seen not only an influx, a spike in violent crimes against women, but I mean, even since I talked to you, brother, 2 days right ago. Now we've seen a couple of more uh, shootings involving kids, right? And
Yep.
all of that, I believe, is again revolves around the lack of proper education on gun safety and just guns, period. So this is a thing that's needed.
You were being way too kind, man. Because see, I would think that if you're a rational, logical person who owns a firearm, regardless of your level of training, that you would make sure that your children or impressionable young folk would not have access
Yeah, I
to
was
it
being a little
for fear
kind slash
hurt
sarcastic.
themselves or some other people. But you know what they say about common sense, man?
Yeah, it's not too
It's
common
not that
nowadays.
common. It appears to not be that common. So, for people who lack common sense, yeah, we'll drive it all the way home. We will like make it painfully obvious and clear that this is not a toy and you should take appropriate precautions with it and make sure that unauthorized people don't have access to it and that it definitely includes children. Different people have different takes on different things, man, but I think that the one of the worst stories you'll see in the news media, man, is a young child coming into contact with a available firearm, and who knows what they're doing with it, but they end up injuring themselves, or even worse, hurting themselves or killing themselves. So yeah, being a firearm owner has a lot of responsibility.
Most definitely.
Safeguarding the innocent and making sure that you keep up with your firearm and you know where it is at all times and knowing the law. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to teach people the law, but like I said before, there'll be a representative from Firearms Legal there to talk about their product, which I believe is the number one product of its type in the marketplace. I'm biased, but if I got it, obviously I think that at some point in time I did a look into the marketplace and I felt that this was the best one and I love the features. And so if people ask me about it, I'm going to tell them to get the one that I got. Firearms Legal
Well, that's
Protection.
pretty much what I did, man. I just got it because I trusted you, Rick. I wasn't gonna go out and do all of the research, and then Tony talked me into it well as well. You know what I mean? He's a very knowledgeable guy that you bring on the panel up there to discuss everything. But yeah, man. Again, man, I appreciate that you are doing this, man, because not only because of the situations we see going on in the mainstream news, right? I mean, me and you, personally, what I went through last year with one of my real close female friends, who came to her demise at hands of violence. You know what I mean? So this is just real important for us out here because we know that our sisters are being preyed upon. You know what I mean? On multiple different fronts, from robbery all the way up to whatever. You know what I mean? So we need to arm them first, and even in regards to the children, right? That's being harmed in these houses with the guns. A lot of the times, it's kids at home. Dare I say it, in a broken home, in a house with with only one parent. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's that mother that's at home. So if we educate the mothers on gun safety, this is another thing that I want to ask you. How many times have you had a first time? How was the percentage you would say, just throwing out there, of first time women shooters that you've trained during the course of these training sessions?
Oh man, you know what? There's a high proportion of the participants that are that are parents. And yeah, some of them are single parent households, man. And you know what? The need for this information is high. You look at sales figures about who's buying guns. I think not only isn't have we had overall records in buying handguns, but we've established overall new territory in terms of black people buying firearms and women buying firearms. And if we're talking about in the Detroit area, Detroit proper within our borders, black women in Detroit buying guns. It's a logical decision considering the environment and the level of crime that we have that a firearm presents an effective way of leveling the playing field and someone who's smaller to defend themselves against someone who's larger and stronger.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, we had a question in the comments. I think Faye Pickett said, "Is there a phone number so I can send female guards?" I don't know. Maybe she works. Maybe I don't know at some type of facility, and she wants to get her female guards the information. But is there a number that they can reach you at in regards to contacting you about the
Oh man,
information?
I have a personal phone number, but let me tell you, if you put your phone number out there associated with an event, my phone won't actually be usable for a long time, man.
Right,
But
right,
I'll tell
right,
you this:
right.
all of the information is available at legallyarmedindetroit.com or over at my event page, which is linked on my Facebook business page, which is facebook.com/Michigan CCW. But probably the easiest way is to go over to my blog, legallyarmedindetroit.com. I have a social media presence on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. Let me tell you, if you go to Google and look for me, Rick Ector, legally armed in Detroit, I promise you, you will be able to find me. I am easy to find.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, I actually blog the information as well on 7mileradio.com, and I pinned the link in the comments on Facebook for those that are watching. I'll post it on YouTube as well momentarily. But 7mileradio.com /women's firearm training 2022 is the link. And it's like I said, I pinned it in the comments on Facebook. And there has all of the information as far as both ranges on both days, because this is something that you are doing 2 days in a row at two different ranges, correct?
Yeah, we're doing it this upcoming Saturday and Sunday, July 30th and 31st at Recoil Firearms and Top Gun Shooting Sports. They're both in Taylor, Michigan. And you're like, well, gee, why we have to go out to Taylor? Because there are no gun ranges in the city of Detroit. Well, gee, why aren't there any gun ranges in the city of Detroit? Because of racism. The powers that be, regardless of their color, do not want you to have access to guns, which is why it has been against the law to even have a gun range in Detroit. So,
Wow.
no one has
Is
ever.
it literally against the law? Like, is it
It's
some law that's
literally against the law to have a gun range in the city of Detroit. It like
wow?
it used to be in Chicago. And a good friend of mine, Rhonda Ezel, and her fellow gun rights advocates, they actually sued the city of Chicago and won several Supreme Court cases, man, on the issues of guns in Chicago. And Chicago had to pay out a lot of money, and they had the consequences. So I guess what I'm saying is maybe there's someone in Detroit that wants to sue, the city of Detroit in court if they got the time and raise the money and make that happen. I'll support you, but that person is not going to be me. I don't have the time to do it. But if someone wants to fight that battle, go for it. But going back to the event, is this upcoming Saturday and Sunday. Top Gun Shooting Sports, Recoil Firearms, both in Taylor, Michigan. We have sessions all throughout the day. Find the section at the time that's most beneficial for you. Hopefully, there's still a lot of spots open. Last time I checked, before we got on the show today. There are still seats available. Go now. Tell your family and friends. Go now. Go where, Rick? Go to legallyarmedindetroit.com or facebook.com/Michigan CCW. I haven't noticed any weird shenanigans happening with my Facebook page, so
Well, yeah, and then as well, like I said, I posted
some
all of
other
the
place or
information. You said what?
or if there, some weird stuff is happening. I haven't had any weird experiences this go around, but
Well,
if
yeah, I mean,
anything weird happens, go to legallyarmedindetroit.com and find the top article, click it. Links are all throughout the article telling you what gun range and what time frame. Click it, get an update on the event and sign up. And here's the thing. I and your email address so I can send you the invite by email. Well, gee, Rick, why do you have to send it to me by email? Because I don't want to call 1,000 people on the telephone, right?
yes, most definitely. So should I? Somebody said, could I pin that, please? Miss Stewart, what are you asking me to pin? What exactly are you asking me to pin? He just gave out a lot of information. I just want to make sure I got what you need, sister. But all of the information, like I said, is actually on the website link that I have pinned in the comments right there. That's actually a blog on my website that I put all of the information, including the days, the times, all of the Eventbrite links for you to register, as well as the Facebook event page, because there's a Facebook event page, right? It's as well.
Yes, sir. I mean, look, I put a lot of time in putting that information out there, and look, I'm still learning. If there's a place that I need to be that I'm not, let me know. Guess what? Rick has a TikTok. I do. I
Oh, you got a
do. I just
TikTok.
started it not too long ago. I don't have that many things
So
out
now,
there.
now, so now, you leave me as the only man in the world without a TikTok. Now it was just me and you left. Now, Rick. So now you make me have to get a
Man,
TikTok, man. Now you got
come
now
on,
I got to
man.
go
Come
ahead and
on.
get a
Only
damn
the
TikTok.
old people are
I'm
on Facebook, man.
oh man, that's what I keep hearing,
You gotta, you,
Rick.
all the old folks, man. Y'all don't want to learn a new venue, a new site,
That's what I
new
keep
new.
hearing, man. I don't listen, man. Do you know? Fun fact about Mark D, right? This very Facebook page that I'm on right now, I didn't even make it. Okay, a friend of mine made it because she forced me to get on Facebook off of MySpace. I was done at MySpace, Rick. I'm not getting another social media. I'm done. I've been to Black Planet. I've been to what is it, Crush Spot. I've been to AOL chat rooms. I'm MySpace now. I was already on 4, and
Man,
now
you
we got
starting to
like,
tell on yourself. You
yeah,
don't even
man.
look that old,
I
man. What are
know,
you
man.
doing,
Listen,
Jack? What are you
my
doing?
birthday was
You
yesterday,
dyeing your
man.
hair? You
I,
dyeing your mustache? Dyeing your beard?
nah,
You
man.
don't
No,
even look that old, man.
no,
Look, I don't
no,
see gray anywhere. You dyeing it or what?
no, man. No, not at all. No, just for me, just for men. None of that, man. None of that, man. I'm just blessed with good genes. I guess that's what it is. Thank my
All right.
mom and my pops. But yeah, so yeah, man, that's the thing, man. I was stubborn to getting on Facebook, man. And somebody made this page and say, hey, I'm gonna catfish you and put your picture on this page and make you use it. So I just got on here and used it. So now the rest is history.
Okay.
Now,
And the
but
rest is history, man. And
and
look at you, man. I look at your Facebook page. You got like over 30,000 followers.
yeah, man, look that way.
30,000, man.
Yeah, look that way. Look that way. I wish they all come out here and sign up for the free gun event, man. You know what I mean? I
You
know
know
about
what?
at least
You know
20,000
what,
of them is
man?
women.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead. Break the internet.
Yeah,
If
man. I
I
want
have
to.
to just give one, if I have to do one shot at a time, man, one shot per person, I had 30,000 people, man.
That's what the goal is, man. We're gonna get you blown up that big, Rick, next year, this year, and everyone else that you do, every other year that you do this event, we're gonna keep it going. So, yeah, man. Once again, everybody, this is Rick Ector, man, from Rick's Firearm Academy of Detroit. Good brother, good friend of mine, man. Like I said, has been my firearm instructor all 11 times that I've been to CPL class. No, I didn't go that many times. I was just there filming for him. But yeah, this is real good brother, real knowledgeable brother, man, and he's real, passionate about his information. I mean, so I suggest anybody to go to him not only for this event, but he, like I said before, he does CPL classes. So if you're interested in getting a CPL license, Rick, when is the next class, Rick? I mean, I
You
know you
know
got
what?
this thing is
It
kind
will
of
either be 1 week or 2 week after this women event. I haven't been doing classes for about a month or so, man, because I've been
it's been
focusing
focused.
all
Yeah,
of
most
my
definitely.
time and energy on this event. You have no idea the number of people that I need to talk to, the number of organizations, all the tasks that have to be done to pull off this event, man. It is
I can imagine.
truly a project in the logical, literal sense of things, man. It is a project, and it requires a lot of time, a lot of planning, a lot of people, a lot of resources, a lot of procedures, a lot of promotions. But man, let me tell you, once it's over, it's like,
It's all worth
wow,
it, Rick. It's all worth it.
it's all worth it.
It's all worth it. So I see a opportunity to educate someone in the comments. Someone said something. Well, only thing in the comments says Miss Stewart said CCW website. So oftentimes we have people that call the CPL a CCW. Rick, would you like to explain the difference between the two? And I know this is kind of
And
elementary to
let
you.
me tell you like
Uh
this,
oh.
man. I'm one of those people that when you talk to me, I don't necessarily feel the urge to like correct you and that kind of thing. Here's what's most important. Context. If you
Context.
say, "Hey, I want a CCW class because I want to carry my pistol wherever I legally can go," I know in my head you mean CPL concealed pistol license, and I will direct you to a CPL class, probably mine, but I know what you're talking about. And when I get you to the class, then we'll start getting down into the weeds as to what a CCW really is and what a CPL is, right?
So
But
basically,
for
Mark,
right now,
we're not going to give them the class right here, Marks. Basically, right? That's what it
right.
is. The game is
Well,
to be
and
sold,
see,
not
and
to be
here's the thing.
told.
When I created my website like 15 years ago, the name of my domain is Detroit CCW. Why do
Most
I
definitely,
call it Detroit CCW?
because that's
Because
what
the
most
people who
people
are
prefer.
looking for it are calling it CCW. So my job is to give you what you're looking for, and then we'll have that conversation later down the road.
Most definitely, most definitely. Well, that was enough said right there, just so people know to come to the class. If you want to figure out the difference between CPL and CCW, the good brother Rick will give you all the information that you need. And they would reach you at CCW, Detroit CCW. Well, actually, that's the Facebook page, right? You said Facebook
Well,
slash.
I don't, I got, you know what, man, I have so many pages and stuff, man. I'm just going to make it simple for folks. Go to my Facebook business page, which is facebook.com/Michigan CCW, or just go to legallyarmedindetroit.com. Bam. First article on that blog is a sign up form to come to this free women's shooting event this upcoming weekend at Top Gun Shooting Sports or Recoil Firearms. There's still room available, and we cover and provide every single thing. You don't need to bring anything but yourself.
Most definitely, most definitely. Completely free event. Brother Rick Ector has provided to the community for 11 consecutive years and is not showing any signs of letting up. Appreciate you once again, Rick. And like I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and try to slide out there on Saturday, man, and get you some photo ops and some
Bring the camera, take some pictures, get some testimonials, watch people shoot.
most
Man, you know
definitely.
what? What's not to love, man? I have everything but
Hey,
clowns in
I
the
might
parking.
I might have to sneak in a couple of shots myself, Rick. You know I can't resist it, man. I might have to bring my new toy up there. Hopefully I can sneak some shots
Mark
in
B,
while I'm in there.
we'll call you Marquita.
No, man, we can't call me Mark Heaton. We can't do that, man. We can't do that. I'm just part of the damn event staff. We were get my legally armed in Detroit shirt on. Have me a large black shirt up there. I'm just part of the event staff.
Still be my friend.
If I'm trans, anything is financial, man. I feel like I was born in the wrong tax bracket.
Look,
That's
look,
about
I
it.
don't care, man. It's
God
not
damn.
relevant. I don't
Yeah.
care. I
Yeah, I
don't.
know. I feel you, brother. I feel you. So yeah, man. Again, like I said, once again, man, it's good for having you. And I appreciate you for filling this void in the community with helping our sisters get armed and protecting themselves, educating them on protecting themselves, man. I appreciate that because, like I said, I've seen too many stories. You know me, I'm out here in the streets, man, and I see too many stories of sisters
Man,
that fall victim to
let me tell you,
unfortunate
you are famous
situations.
in the city of Detroit. You are famous in the city of Detroit, man. Because if there's something that happens in Detroit, especially if it happens on East 7 Mile, we know you're there with footage and interviews.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to be a eye and an ear to the people, man. That's what I'm trying to do, man. And that's what I've become apparently.
7 Mile, man.
Yeah,
Why
apparently
is
it
that?
does. I don't know, man. It's like, especially Van Dyke, man. It's like the Bermuda Triangle for cars. I think that's what pretty much is going on. It's like a whole Bermuda Triangle type CERN. What is it? The black hole or something for the cars, man. I don't know what's going on over here, man. But it's like every day is something,
Right.
either fire or crazy accident somewhere, man. I don't know.
But man, look, let me tell you, I'm a fan of your work, man. When you're like, man on the street, this is what they said, this is some video. You tell me what you think. Let's talk about it, y'all. And then you'll fire up the video cameras and start doing the show, man. So hey, I'm a fan. So keep
I
it coming.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. I'm a fan as well, man. You keep that knowledge coming and keep teaching our people what they need to know about keeping themselves safe and keeping them guns locked up away from them kids, man. Appreciate you, Rick.
I agree. Hey man, thanks for having me. You rock. Look forward to seeing you this weekend, man. And let's have some fun. Let's shoot some guns and train some people on how to be safe.
Most definitely, man. I'll see you Saturday, brother.
Yes, sir. See you then.
Yes, sir.